Italy is embracing a new era of digital innovation, and nowhere is more evident than in Rome, where history meets ambition. Resting on the Eternal City's ancient foundation lies a modern hub of technology, and now the home of Sigma's flagship summit. With the largest untapped online gambling market in Europe and a vibrant startup ecosystem, Italy is ready to unlock an estimated 12 billion euros of offline revenue and position itself as a leader in tech-driven gaming innovation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to invite the Honourable Roberta Metsola, the President of the European Parliament, to come and share her words.
It's so great to be opening this year's Sigma Summit right here in the heart of Europe, in the heart of Italy. And we've seen that there are thousands of delegates and more than 1,000 exhibitors here this week, people who are ultimately the building block of next generation Europe. This is one of the biggest gatherings of its kind in the world, and I must say the essential work that you do on responsible gaming and online safety. It is about building trust. It is about protecting users and doing business the right way. So with this, it is truly my pleasure to declare the Sigma Summit officially open. Grazie.
As Minister for the Economy, also as a person who attended the very first Sigma, and since then attended all Sigma events in Malta, now even in Rome, I could witness at first hand how a small multi-startup with the right support, with the ambition of Emma and the founder, and relentless work, could grow from a small startup to an international company such as Sigma, hosting this huge event now here in Rome. If we look at the digital economy as a whole, we can see that the companies operating in the digital economy have got no barriers. So today they are operating from Malta, tomorrow they are operating from Italy, France or Germany or any other country. So it is very important for us, even for Europe, to have this strong ecosystem together where any company from the world will feel at home operating from Europe and to offer service abroad.
Italy's government envisions gaming as a cornerstone of its digital economy, leveraging tech hubs and strategic investments to drive innovation while setting regulatory standards that protect consumers and operators alike.
Per noi è irrinunciabile questo, vedete? La crescita del fenomeno deve essere una crescita amministrata. Il gioco non è più il gioco di 10 anni fa, è un gioco diverso, ma questo vuol dire che noi dobbiamo mettere a terra tecniche di protezione da tutti i disturbi che possono derivare dal gioco ancora più avanzate, e dobbiamo farlo insieme a chi il gioco lo organizza per conto dello Stato. Guardate, non si tratta di sdoganare, si tratta di rispettare quei parametri normativi che per noi sono irrinunciabili. Per noi è irrinunciabile la tutela del giocatore, per noi è irrinunciabile la protezione del giocatore da tutte le disfunzioni. A fronte di questi parametri irrinunciabili c'è un altrettanto irrinunciabile rispetto per chi fa impresa, che la nostra Costituzione garantisce. Se queste due cose sono insieme, andremo sempre d'accordo.
Cross-border regulation and exchange of knowledge is very important, and especially for Italy or even Europe, because jurisdictions, they have the common problems, they have the common player, they have the common sustainable issues. So responsible game, for example, sustainability, accountability, integrity is an issue that Italy can analyze, can learn from other countries. At the same time, other countries can learn from the Italy perspective. So it's very important the cross data and cross exchange of knowledge to be part of the whole process of renovate the the new regulation of gambling.
I think this is really key for the future of online gambling in Europe, for it to be accepted by society. The regulation comes from the regulator, the legislator, but the companies have the knowledge of how consumers respond to certain measures. And the corporation is essential to be able to say what works and doesn't work, but you need to have that information for regulation to function well. So cooperation is key.
With 2.9 billion euros projected online gaming revenue in 2024, Italy's regulation is evolving to meet demand and international standards, setting the stage for cross-border collaboration and market expansion.
I think there's a lot of divergence happening in Europe. If you see the last 10-15 years, the regulatory models are the same. We have one more online monopoly left in the whole of the EU, which is Finland. The change is next year. And then we have all the same model. So regulations become more and more the same. I don't expect immediate European harmonization, but I see more and more cooperation between regulators and industry is the future for Europe.
Regulatory fragmentation across Europe continues to pose challenges for both operators and regulators. In Italy, discussions around oversight, player protection, and transparency remain ongoing within an evolving landscape.
I want the European way to mean something clear. Innovation and not over-regulation. Implementation, not unnecessary bureaucracy. And all this to say that we can regulate smartly, we can set standards that make sense, that protect people while allowing AI, blockchain and new technologies to thrive. That's the European way that I believe in. And I know I'm not alone, and I can assure you that we have your back.
Italy's growing venture capital investments, rising from 1.1 billion euros in 2021 to 2.3 billion euros in 2022, signals strong confidence in startups pioneering next-gen technologies like AI and blockchain within gaming.
Europe is the most mature market, but there's a lot that can be done to make sure that gaming doesn't remain so fragmented. And I want Sigma to play a pivotal role by having the show in Rome, in the Eternal City, so the business community and regulators can come together so the industry can grow sustainably.
Sigma Central Europe is the platform where Italy's gaming transformation takes shape, connecting innovators, investors, and policymakers. It acts as a catalyst that bridges Italy's rich heritage with a future filled with technology and entrepreneurship. Ancient streets of Rome to dynamic tech corridors, Italy is redefining its identity as a European leader in online gaming. Guided by regulation and driven by innovation, the nation stands ready to unlock immense potential, setting a new standard for the digital era.